Long ago, the world was very different from the world we know today. It was a time when people forgot about being kind and good to each other. Instead, they chose to be selfish and mean, making the world a sad and dark place. Up above, watching over everything, was God. He saw how bad things had gotten and felt deeply saddened. But amidst all this, there was one man who was different. His name was Noah. Noah was not like the others. He was kind, he cared for his family, and he always tried to do what was right. Because of his goodness, God noticed him. One day, God spoke to Noah. He told Noah about the big plan to wash the world clean with a great flood. But because Noah was good, God wanted to keep him and his family safe. God gave Noah a special task, to build a huge boat called an ark. This wasn't just any boat, it was to be big enough to hold Noah's family and two of every kind of animal in the world. Noah got to work, even though the people around him couldn't understand why. They laughed at him, thinking he was silly. But Noah didn't mind. He trusted God and kept building the ark, plank by plank. After the ark was built, something amazing happened. Animals started arriving in pairs. Lions, elephants, giraffes, and even tiny insects all lined up to board the ark. Just as God had said, it was two of every kind of animal in the world. Noah and his family helped them find their places inside, making sure that all the animals were comfortable. It was a beautiful sight, all the different animals living together peacefully. Then the skies began to darken and the first drops of rain started to fall. It rained like it had never rained before. Water poured from the sky day and night for 40 days and 40 nights. As the rain poured down and the waters climbed higher, entire cities and all the people in them disappeared beneath the waves, leaving nothing behind. Inside the ark, Noah, his family, and all the animals were safe and dry. They could hear the rain and the storm, but they stayed together, waiting for the moment they could come out again. Finally, the rain stopped, but the earth was still covered with water. Noah needed to find out if it was safe to leave the ark. He sent out a raven, but it came back, finding nowhere to land. Then he sent out a dove, which also returned. Noah waited a bit longer and sent the dove out again. This time, it brought back an olive leaf, which meant that the waters were receding and life was starting to grow again. Soon the ark came to rest on a mountaintop. The earth was finally dry enough for them to leave their big wooden home. Noah, together with his family and all the animals, opened the door of the ark and stepped out onto the soft, muddy ground. They stretched their legs and took deep breaths of fresh air. The world looked clean and new, like a blank page waiting to be filled with stories. Flowers started to bloom, and trees began to grow tall and green again. As Noah and his family stood on the fresh earth, God spoke to Noah again. He made a very special promise. God promised that he would never send a flood to cover the whole earth again. And as a sign of this promise, he put a rainbow in the sky. It was bright and colorful, a reminder of God's love for every living creature.